There's a moment after shoulder surgery that almost nobody warns you about. Not the surgery itself, not the sling, not even the pain. It's the moment when things were going fine and suddenly they aren't. One bad week, more pain, less motion, sometimes feels off. You think you're done with a sling. That one bad week has caused panic, more sleepless nights, and more unnecessary fear than almost anything else I see after shoulder surgery. Hey there, I'm Dr. Dan Orcutt. I'm an orthopedic surgeon, and for years I've helped people recover from shoulder surgery. Today we're going to talk about why bad weeks happen, what it actually means. If you've had shoulder surgery or you're recovering from one now, this is for you. I'm going to explain why recovery is not a straight line, why setbacks feel terrifying even when they're normal, and how to tell the difference between a temporary flare-up and something that actually deserves attention. Because here's the truth. The system failed to prepare you for this. I can't tell you how many times I've heard the exact story. Everything was going okay, and then week 4 happened, or week 6, or week 8. Pain came back. Sleep got worse. Exercise suddenly felt hard. You know, you move up to the green band, and then all of a sudden it's hard to use the green band. And almost immediately panic sets in. I think I messed something up. I think the repair failed. I think I retore it. What makes this worse is that no one told you this could happen. So when it does, your brain fills the blanks with fear. Not because you're dramatic, but because uncertainty plus pain always equals anxiety. And before we go any further, I want to help you ground this moment. I put together a post-op shoulder surgery checklist. It walks you through what's normal, what's expected, and what actually deserves a call to your doctor. It's in the link below, and it's free. This checklist exists for moments exactly like this one. Here's the part no one explains well. Healing is biological, not mechanical. Your shoulder doesn't heal in a neat, predictable stage. It heals in waves. Inflammation goes up and down, then goes up again. Scar tissue remodels, muscles wake up, nerves get irritated. So when you have bad weeks, it's often not damage, it's your body changing phases. But because pain is louder than logic, it feels like regression. This is especially true when therapy intensity changes, when you start using your arm more, when sleep positions shift, or when swelling fluctuates. None of these mean failure. They mean adaptation. So I have a quick question for you. Did your panic start because of your pain or because no one told you that the pain could come back? Put it in the comments below. I read these and you're not alone. Now let's talk about when a bad week actually matters. There's a difference between discomfort and danger. Red flags tend to look like sudden, sharp loss of function, clear trauma or a fall, pain that escalates rapidly and doesn't calm down at all, or symptoms that feel distinctly different, not just worse. What most people experience is none of that. They experience fear layered on top of normal recovery noise. And fear is powerful. So again, make sure you check out the checklist. This is why blanket advice like just push through it can be so damaging. Ignoring pain isn't strength. Understanding it is. If this explanation helped you breathe a little easier, I'd appreciate you liking the video and subscribing. And if you're worried that something you were told after surgery might actually be setting you back, there's one video you should watch next. It explains why some of the most common post advice can quietly cause problems. One bad week does not erase weeks of healing. It doesn't mean you failed. It does not mean the surgery failed. It means your body is doing something different. And different feels scary when no one has prepared you. Clarity reduces panic. Context restores confidence. Recovery is not a fragile glass. It is a resilient tissue learning how to function. And if you want to understand which advice helps and which advice quietly harms, watch the next video. It will break down exactly which common sense recovery tips cause the most trouble and why. Thanks, family. We'll see you next time.